Welcome to the Talking Yanks pregame show. Game 2 versus the Toronto Blue Jays, who are kind of a little thorn in our side this season. Kind of. They win yesterday. I don't even know what happened. The bats didn't really do anything. Hap looked okay. Canely blew it, right?
Canely kind of blew it. I mean, we could have used more than 3 runs, sure.
These games, nothing on the field is the story for me. Like Glaber's the story. And now Glaber's going to get MRIs right now. And that's a little scary, but he says he's fine and it's all precautionary, and that's a little not scary, but it's getting scary. But Jake, how are you doing this fine morning?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I mean the game is an afterthought. It does, it's obviously not fun when you don't win, but it is what it is. Obviously the Joe West call at the end was even worse than the game's taste in my mouth. Just like we're doing stuff like this still in 2019, but I'm doing all right. Yeah, the Glaber thing, I don't know. I mean, it just looked like a rolled ankle. We'll see. You can't assume anything with this Yankees team now.
I thought it looked like a pulled groin. I thought it looked like a rolled ankle.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what comes out. I think he was just frustrated he couldn't make the play because if his foot caught there, he throws home and he thinks he could get the runner. So I think just being a young guy, he does the kind of reaction, what the hell? And whenever you see a baseball player on the ground, just get rid of the ball to get rid of the ball. That's always kind of a dramatic feeling. I don't know. We'll see. You can't assume anything. And yeah, I don't know. It is what it is at this point. It's just kind of funny, Jim. I mean, we've said, and obviously health is over getting home field advantage, but with the lineup they put out yesterday after clinching, and they were using their good bullpen. I mean, I think, yes, health is good, but also winning games and trying to get that home field advantage when it's there. I think they're going to make more of a push for that than we kind of thought initially. So it sucks that you had one of those and you lost it, but otherwise, Happer solid, and it is what it is.
Yeah. It's Glaber's right hamstring.
Hammy, yeah. His foot went to catch and it didn't catch.
Yeah, and then he did like the splits and grabbed his groin on the ground. So I hope it's nothing. What?
We were both off on it.
I said hamstring. I knew what it was.
You said groin.
Well, it's the same area. I mean, that's right there. Inner thigh is where he grabs and reaches. So I hope it's nothing. It's probably like a grade 1, and they're going to try and play through it. Is what I would guess. Gary's out there playing today. Edwin's coming back soon. And the lineup today has Stanton in it. Lineup is Gardner's leading off, playing center field. Judge is DHing. Didi is hitting third at shortstop. And then Stanton's hitting fourth at left field. Gio Urshela is playing third base. Ford at first base. Clint Frazier in right field. Wade at second base. Higgy catching. And Paxton is on the mound. So my brain kind of goes to DJ gets the day off. Judge is DHing again, so he's more banged up than we would like. He's probably pretty banged up, to be honest. Judge is probably pretty banged up. So make sure that doesn't fucking DH him the rest of the way or something. I don't know. Didi needs to get going. Stanton is fourth. Just put Stanton like second or third. Get him at bats. But then he's not even going to do a full game anyway. Like, I'm so weirded out with Stan because my brain keeps telling me get him as many at bats as possible, but they're like, no, we have to go very slow. We can't just throw him 9 innings back to back right away because we'll tire him out and stuff. Which makes sense. It's just my brain's like, come on.
And that they need to get him in left field, and it seems like they're going to try to go every other left field in DH. So he'll probably get 3 at bats, 6, 7 innings, something like that, and then pull him. Yeah, and the Judge thing is interesting. I mean, he's obviously banged up. A lot of guys at this point in the season are a little banged up. You wonder if he's like, if they said, hey, we want to get you some off days, and he's like, well, I still want to get my at bats in up there. I still want to work on some things there. Who knows what those conversations are actually like? But yeah, no LeMahieu, no Voiter would be another one of the big ones today.
Voit looked rough yesterday. Instead of hitting balls hard at someone, he just didn't look good.
Just stopped hitting them.
Wade's going crazy. That was pretty fun. Starting to like Wade, which is crazy.
Yeah, he just needed his opportunity.
My best friend Higgy's back behind the dish. Day game after night game, so that makes sense. Clint Frazier's in right field. I think because Judge is out, we'll see how he does. Probably bad. It's impressive how often he makes a bad play.
Yeah.
And then like he'll make a good play. People are like, see, what about that one? I was like, well, what? Now we're at net zero and we're clapping about that? Like they're supposed to just make the good plays, guys.
And it's still not net zero because the person makes the other play before that. So net it's still a loss. You can't celebrate the other ones. Yeah, and I mean it is what it is. They keep Judge off of his feet for 9 innings, and Clint doesn't really matter. They can keep him out there. Hopefully Paxton's kind of got his plus stuff today. Takes the ball out of a couple of these fielders' hands. But, yeah.
You think Maben's got nicked up? Or, like, they're not using Maben as much as I would expect him to be used.
Well, they said what they say. I mean, they said when Maben initially hurt his wrists, I think their quote was just like, well, it's not going to get better. Which, again, doesn't sound like one of those great baseball quotes. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, they still have to mix in some off days for Gardy here and there, which center field has been Maben up to this point. We're wondering if we're going to see Wade out there at any point. But, yeah, off day today, and you'd like to think that maybe they try to get Gardy an off day tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, it's another day game, so I'm guessing it'll be sloppy tomorrow. But I've been wrong. They've been playing, like you said, they've been going after it more than I thought.
Well, and I mean, it's a little deceptive. I mean, today's one of the sloppier ones we've seen, and I mean, Ford, Frazier, Wade, Higgy. But I mean, it's just a good baseball team. That's
one of the best.
That's the story.
Well, we're facing TJ Zook, who we faced last week up in Toronto. He was going to be the starter. Then they pulled the old switcheroo and said, psych, psych, psych. Wilmer Font is going to open this game. And Judge took Font deep. Then Zook did come in. And in his first inning, he had a 1-2-3 inning. Next up, Wade with the single. DJ with the double. Didi with the single. After Judge walked, they throw up a 3 spot on him quick. Then later on, no, that was all. That's what they did to him. So they roughed him up for 3 runs in 5 innings or something like that. And it was Wade, DJ, who's not in today, Judge walked, and Didi, who did like kind of the damage. So that's kind of cool. Some of those guys are still in. Wade's seeing a big league pitcher that he's seen already and got a hit off. How often has that happened for him?
I mean, he's this is our chance. And hey, shout out to the Baby Jays. They're I think they're 8-2 in their last 10. I think it's funny, Jim, on Talking Baseball, you were gearing up for these Baby Jays because they do have so much talent all over the field, and it's guys gearing up for next year. I mean, they believe in Jansen, they believe in Tellez, they believe in Biggio, Gurriel, Vladdy, Grichuk, Urania to a degree. But I mean, they have a lot of the young guys there, and now this end of the season, they're putting something together to get Blue Jay fans excited. They went through a really rough stretch, mid-August till early September a little bit, but now they're playing some solid baseball. So it's I mean, there's a weird thing in all sports that gets overlooked is that, like, when are you playing teams? If you played these same Blue Jays for the past month, you're playing one of the worst teams in baseball. Right now, 8-2, they're hitting. The Orioles might have sparked their bats a little bit. And all this being said, again, if our bullpen does their normal thing, which they've done pretty much all year, we're saying we won and let's let's keep the train moving.
Well, yesterday after the and we can talk about some of the bigger stuff from yesterday's game on our recap. But one moment was when we were losing 2-1, and then Wade hits that home run to make it 3-2, and then Hap takes them out in the sixth. I was like, damn, that really turns Hap's start around. Like now I'm looking at Hap like, dude, if you finish the sixth, you're through six innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and a winning effort. Like that's really good.
Well, and he goes out to start the fifth. I mean, he only gets 5.12 earned runs. I thought it was kind of funny. They had Ottavino ready, so I thought he was coming in no matter. But they also they went to him in the middle of the inning, and again, Jim, we don't know like this time of year did they come into this game and they were like, hey, let's see Vino come middle of an inning again. I mean, I don't know.
Could have been. Let's see. Paxton versus this Toronto team. He just faced them recently. Let's see. Gurriel Jr. has good numbers off him, and so does Grichuk. Surprise, surprise. Teoscar Hernandez has bad numbers. 3 for 18 with 10 strikeouts. Oh, shit. 10 strikeouts and 18 at-bats. That's crazy.
Good.
What to watch for? Teoscar Hernandez striking out.
It's a good one.
Also, my honest what to watch for the Yankees right now are Stanton and Wade. Stanton, just to see how he looks. Not really interested in results that much, just to see how he looks. Results would be nice. Wade, because I think he might be on a tear, man. He's playing his way into people's hearts under that September that playoff lineup.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, it's kind of funny to see some of the people that have their hand off the pulse a little bit. They're like, yo, this Wade might be playing his way on, and it's like, well, he was on the team. Just kind of by default and injuries a little bit. But yeah, it would be exciting if he could be an exciting part of the team instead of saying like, love seeing him run. If that hit tool, man, sharp stats.
Sharp stats. Stanton, I will say this. There was one at bat in the last game he played. I think you were here. We were watching it together where it was like 1-2, 0-2, and then because that's been his trouble.
Something to watch out for. Yeah, I don't know. Is that bad? Just think about what we're talking about right now. We're focusing in on one at bat.
Yeah.
Deal.
That's because I'm saying. But if it's like on that low and away, and that is like the every.
And I mean, it's tough because as far as pitching goes back, I mean, focus for Marcus Timms because there was times last year when so it feels like that's been a focus for Marcus Timms. So yeah, Stan, be healthy and really good. I mean, it almost goes without saying. Out, he pitched back to back, right, and Heller threw I think a decent amount of balls. There's a chance they go to Canely for the just to yeah.
Yeah, Britton and Chapman are available. So Paxton and Homer drafted the home.
Good player.
Good player. And I get to go first today. Oh, you know what? Just for the fucking fun.
I think what I'm going to do, James John. And Jim, I think I don't know if this is a little bit of an oddball. I'll go Judge and Guardy, 1 and 2, and then I might, depending your home
pick, is Ford.
He's just been doing that pinch hit stuff. This is gonna seem like a Gio Urshela. I think he might catch one today. He doesn't have a hit in 9 plate appearances. Every time that I think he starts sneaking into tomorrow.
Okay. Cool. Good stuff.
For that Yankee 3-run Yabo.
With Paxton going.
Is a day game. The over-under for Toronto versus... I'm going under 2, man. The old small...
No, if you're watching live, we've had some technical difficulties. I apologize. But we will be back to talk about all the injuries and returns and all that. If you're watching on nice. All right, Jake.